because they don't have to do anything.
Yeah, well, they got Marcelo in the 50 over there, with Kirill right behind him. So,
And he's the big thorn right now on X Factor's side. You know, X Factor, they got 4 bodies, but you know they got to do something with those guys. They have to tie this up.
There's Bierdnikov picking up paint off the ground. We have seen a lot of players here that just keep picking paintballs up off the ground. I mean, they need to make bigger packs or something like that for these guys.
Or just carry some more pods out, man, you know?
Everybody is just picking paint off the ground. We've seen that so many times this weekend. The best part of it was in Texas when they were picking up water balls off the ground as Kirill gets shot from behind. So now 4-on-2 advantage for X Factor with 3:22 left. X Factor still really not pressing. Marcelo Margot locking off across the field from the 50 Dorito. Billy Vernaccia makes the move, and Bierdnikov with no paint. Billy should know that he can shoot Marcelo if he turns the corner one more time, which is what he's going to need to do here.
This sets up an interesting situation too, Todd. If X Factor wins this point with a couple minutes left, then it's all tied up. And here comes a big move by Dixon Yang.
Yeah, Bierdnikov couldn't do anything to help Marcelo out because Bierdnikov has no paint. So X Factor going to run this one in right now and even the game up at 4-4.
So right now, Todd, Moscow Red Legion and X Factor are fighting for second and third bracket C. The winner plays the Ironman, and the loser is going to play Houston Heat. So who would you rather play right now, Ironman or Houston Heat?
Well, that's tough, you know, Matty, because we played Ironman first game in the morning, and I thought we had a pretty good game against them.
But it was in a downpour, so it's tough to tell.
It was in a super downpour, and then watching every Ironman game after that, I feel like they completely changed their game plan up. They attacked a lot more on the Dorito side. They ran with that with Kyle Spica. I mean, just on the break, game after game after game. And if they're making it, I mean, expect them to do it again. You have to set up your game plans to try and shoot that. Houston Heat, I mean, that's a tough game. I would probably rather play the Ironman because of the experience of Heat, because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to run into guys that have been there before. You want to test these rookies, you know, and put them in a position to beat you.
Yeah, well,
that's
what I'm saying. I would say the Ironman as well. I would rather, if I was a team right now, I'd rather play the Ironman because that's where they've struggled. They struggle on Sunday because of that inexperience, whereas Heat's got a ton of guys on that team with Sunday experience. So at this particular point of a professional paintball, you know, the Ironmen have yet to prove that they're a Sunday team, and we'll be right back after these messages. Here we go, man, tied up, Todd, 4-4, X Factor taking on Legion, and you know, heading in there. Timeout is called. So, Todd, talk to me about what Infamous is thinking heading into tomorrow right now. You guys are obviously the favorite here at this event. Probably I would say with the way that the prelims have gone down, probably Infamous Damage neck and neck is, yeah, and you guys look really good. Again, you can't get better than 4-0. Damage also went 4-0, and that's why you guys are the two favorites. We very well could see a Damage Infamous final, which no, we haven't seen yet. When was the last time? I'm trying to think when the last time Damage played Infamous in the finals.
We actually beat Damage in Chicago 2010 to win the tournament.
Yep.
You know, the last finals that we had was against Damage, and that's another tournament. Damage was just wrecking people. You know, we were able to pull out a super meat grinder against those guys and get that win.
All right, so this could be the last point of the prelims right now. These teams are both assured a berth in Sunday's competition in the quarterfinals.
And you have the Russians doubled up in that tall temple on the Dorito side. Same with X Factor. X Factor broke out hard to the snake side of the field. They got two bodies in there. Michael Kovar, he was getting shot out of that back center. Good thing they got him up the field. And, you know, get him involved here. You know, he's been a non-factor, you know, these past couple games. They want to get him going.
Colt Roberts, Todd, dying out of that stand-up temple. It's immediately filled by Archie Montemayor, but it looks like Kirill Brittany also gets shot off of the Dorito side of the field for the Russians. So It's 4-on-4 right now as time is ticking off this clock, but Kovar able to make it in the snake. Does he get a shot cross field? No, it looks like Golev's able to make it in clean.
Man, they just bounced Golev. I mean, you can't ask for much more from Kovar than to be in that position to shoot him.
No, he did get shot. Golev getting shot out of there, so only 3 Russian players left alive.
Wow. So good job by Kovar. That's exactly what he wanted out of that, being in Snake 2 and shooting that side of the field out. But here we go again. Axel Godin also in Snake 2, kind of locking off the Dorito side of the field as well.
But Todd, are they going to have enough time to score a point? 49 seconds left. I don't think the way that these teams are set up right now, that though X Factor does have the advantage, there's only 41 seconds left, and now here they go. Archie Montemayor pushing up that Dorito side.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, they got Billy Bernaccia and Kovar over here, too. You know, might as well press it.
And here comes Bernaccia. And here comes all the way past the 50-yard line. And here comes the attack of X Factor has started. Did somebody concede the point?
Yeah, I believe the Red Legion conceded the point. Axel Godin is kind of wondering what's going on right now.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I'd make them try and run it in.
Well, yeah, it was tied.
Well, the Red Legion maybe wants to see if they can score a point with 23 seconds left. I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy things out of the Red Legion this event. You know, I really felt like they used their game yesterday to really kind of play out the field and try a lot of different things. And I don't know.
So maybe they want to play heat. I mean, do you think that Red Legion would rather? Why would you blow? Why would you not just let 23? If you want to win this game, why, with the way the setup was, I understand maybe they thought they were about to lose. There were still 2 players left alive. They could have stayed alive for 23 seconds, forcing X Factor to hang the flag for the win. But the loser plays Heat and the winner plays Ironman. So I'm guessing maybe this might be some strategy on Moscow Red Legion's part to want to play Heat. Do they want that the grudge match against the guys that left their squad in the offseason?
I don't know. I mean, Godin was the last player because they shot the player that was on the Dorito side, and then the Snake player, the Snake corner, got shot right after that. So maybe they saw both of those bodies drop and the hammer coming on Axel, that maybe they figured that, you know, that they were going to lose that point anyway, and they didn't want to, you know, have them hang the flag with 10 seconds left, you know. And maybe they want to try and practice, see what they can do, you know, if they end up in this situation again later on in the event. But, I mean, there's 23 seconds left, and, I mean, they haven't shot many X Factor players on the break here, but it's going to be tough to get up this field and get this point.
Well, 22 seconds to go, and both teams at full strength, and here comes an aggressive push from Moscow Red Legion. It looks like they want to win the game, man. They're pushing hard. 15 seconds left. Maybe they just wanted to get this one practice point in, and I still don't understand that call. Yeah, as they're getting chopped up here.
They did shoot 2 of them, and that's going to do it.
So congratulations to X Factor as they take a very close match of the last game of the prelims. So it's looking like we do have that grudge match, Todd. Houston Heat is going to be playing Moscow Red Legion. I can't wait to see that one tomorrow morning.
It's like I believe the third time this year.
And Heat's beat them both times.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's going to be a good one. So the Ironmen are going to be playing X Factor. So this how it breaks down. Ironmen are going to be playing the winners of this game, San Antonio X Factor, and Houston Heat is going to be playing Moscow Red Legion. The reason why we're excited about that is in the offseason, in case you're unaware of that, the personnel changes for both of these teams, as we're going to check out these brackets here, this is what's going down tomorrow morning in the quarterfinals. So in the semifinals, Damage and Infamous played phenomenal. Both went 4-0, and they are going to advance with the bye to the semifinals, and it's going to be Houston Heat taking on Moscow Red Legion, and then San Antonio X Factor playing the Ironmen in the quarters, along with all the divisional finals that we're going to be coming at you tomorrow. And wow, that's a great Sunday, man. Congratulations to X Factor. You know, X Factor worked so hard, and they've really, look at how happy they are, man. They really have stepped it up. and they really were struggling to make it to Sunday on a consistent basis. They've made 2 Sundays this year so far, so hats off to them. And they're going to play the Ironmen. Let's see if the Ironmen are actually going to play some good Sunday paintball. That's something they've struggled with. And what was their keys to victory, Todd? Make it to the next level, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out tomorrow if that's the case. And then we got the grudge match, Houston Heat and Moscow Red Legion, as Sergei Shlishnikov, Konstantin Fedorov, and Mishka all left in the offseason to take that ride and go and play for Houston Heat. So, man, we got a battle. And looks like we got Steve Rabikoff on the sidelines with Colt Roberts. Let's check it out.
All right, guys, I'm down the field with Colt Roberts, San Antonio X Factor. Colt, talk about that win right there, buddy. That's a big win.
That's a big one. You know, the Russians always, they come out strong. We saw them yesterday. They didn't play super great, so we knew they were going to do their homework tonight. And sure enough, they came out and played a great game. You know, I've been playing pretty decent all weekend. This game, I kind of fell a little bit, but the other guys rose up, and that's what it takes to win these matches is, you know, everybody coming together and winning as a team.
That's what we've been talking about all day on the webcast, is that some guys, if they're off, other teammates need to step up, and that's what they did that game. So let's talk about Sunday. You guys have been making Sunday now the last 3 tournaments. What do you guys got to do now to get to that next step tomorrow and win this tournament? We just got to keep it clean. You know, if you watch any of our matches, you know we go out there and you'll see some points where we just smash them down, and then the next point they smash us down. So if we can kind of find that consistency and that solid, tight, mistake-free paintball, then we're going to win. I mean, you can see it out here. We're playing well. We just got to tighten up that little bit. I agree. Well, then, that's it down here with Colt Roberts. A happy Colt Roberts now playing on Sunday. Let's see what these guys can do tomorrow. That's it, guys.
Oh, yeah, Colt Roberts, man, playing phenomenal paintball here in the middle part of the season. You know, had a little bit of a rough time in Galveston, but, man, I can't say enough good things about him. But it takes an entire team. They have a really impressive roster, and they're going to be playing the Ironman tomorrow morning. And, again, the grudge match between Houston Heat and Moscow Red Legion again, and also all the divisional finals before we get to the semifinals. And Damage and Infamous await the winners of those matches. So before we sign off today, let's check out the highlights here of Saturday's competition in the prelims 2012 Mid-Atlantic Open.
All right, here we have, that is Parker Rosenthal hustling, bustling all the way up the field, bunkering out the 50 Dorito from Vicious early this morning. You know, great move by Parker Rosenthal. Get up there and bunker out the 50 Dorito from Seattle Thunder. Here you see it from the other angle. You know, Knight unable to protect him, and here he comes with a great move. Unfortunately, didn't make it on to Sunday, but Vicious out there playing hard nonetheless.
Yeah, Todd, Vicious just, again, it's one of those teams that they've struggled, they've persevered, and look at Trevor Reeser, and he is going to launch. You know, Trevor Reeser was so consistent in getting up into that center 50, and this was one of the better points for him, is even to run down Barham. But one of the things we saw to Reeser was, you know, wasn't quite putting the pressure that I would expect from, you know, somebody getting up to that 50-yard line on a regular basis.
Yeah, and there you see Damian Ryan running out in the open and shooting Chad George in the face. Zach Patient down the wire. Here comes Damian Ryan attacking.
Smart move.
Smart move right there. Comes out, shoots him, and then closes the game out. Shoots the last player in the corner. Damian Ryan, that was a huge point for us right there.
That was a close game, man. 3-4.
Yeah, Damian Ryan really stepped up big today. So was Zach Patient out there running off the field right now. Here you have Mishka. This is Greg Sewers running on the inside and shooting Mishka, trading out. Sam Monville again, you see from his point of view, he didn't see Greg Sewers until it was too late. And Greg Sewers bunkers out Mishka. And then the fill right in behind him, Sam Monville. Here you have Nikki Cuba.
Just taking out Chad George.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I missed that one earlier.
Trying to take out the legs of Chad George. Just nasty New York style right there.
Nikki Cuba just trying to get into the box before Chad George could hang that flag.
We'll look at it on the super slow. So Nikki had gotten a penalty, and then he tries to beat Chad George in, but has too much momentum. He tries to stop too, but then boom, takes out Chad George's legs.
Ooh,
and Chad George goes down hard right there.
Just up end zone. Chad George is like, bro, I'm 5'2". What are you doing? You big crazy monster. And here's more penalties being thrown on.
Well, this is Thunder and the Ironman right here. And Thunder just struggled. Look at that. Oh, the reaction. If that was the first penalty, here's the second one. She's like, oh, my God, can you believe it? So the fans from Thunder just shocked at that turn of events. And then here it was, the Ironman still playing Thunder here and getting it done over there. Kyle Spica, though, I think he got shot in the face right before he tried to take down Olsevic over there on the Dorito side of the field. And we're looking at a breakout from Thunder. And this is one, I think this was that, yeah, run all the way through the center. And this is Barham. I think that was Barham. And this, he ended up drawing a penalty on this.
Yeah.
And Thunder was, Thunder struggled with penalties early on. And they just, early on in the year, and they still continuing to struggle with them. Thunders, they show some signs of life, though.
Yeah, here's Big Dave Baines right now in a game that was deadlocked against Aftershock. And Dave Baines came through, bunkers both players, and cleaned up that game. Timmy Probst, that's when Timmy Probst made that move to shoot Wozni, and then Dave Baines came right through. Here's Billy Bernaccia getting eaten up by 187. See him right there. He sees Billy coming, shoots Billy, and Lazat comes on the outside to close out that last game against X Factor.
Yeah, and X Factor's Kovar doing some work in the snake, and X Factor ended up winning this game against Upton 6-3. And this is Upton trying to getting a blitz painter, just trying to get out of that box, gets obliterated. And then here on this particular point, I think this was